Please go back.
NYPD, go to hell. We are all Sean Bell.
After blocking 6 heavy traffic areas across Manhattan in the name of Sean Bell, nearly 200 protesters were arrested Wednesday on charges of disorderly conduct.
Yeah, we don't want you to get fingerprinted.
They killed Sean Bell! Shut it down! They killed him! Show this man some respect! Shut it down!
In a plan to, quote, shut the city down, mobs of people blocked major bridges and tunnels across Manhattan.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
From Harlem to downtown Manhattan, hundreds of protesters voiced their outrage in the verdict that acquitted 3 NYPD officers in the 50-bullet shooting of Sean Bell. Surrounded by the media and crowds of protesters, Reverend Al Sharpton and Bell's family and friends said a small prayer before they were all restrained, booked, and taken into police custody. Most of the 190 peaceful protesters went quietly without resistance.
This was an effort that was organized to dramatize the fact that all of us are not equal under the law. We should be equal under the law. And as Reverend Sharpton said, if you're not going to arrest the guilty, then the innocent will be arrested until we do have equal justice.
The message that it proves is that you're willing to give up your freedom for someone, for a world and more global issue, which is justice.
This was necessary because we was heard today. You know, we wasn't heard, you know, in the courtroom when the judge said, you know, not guilty.
No justice! No peace!
As worked up as many of the several hundred people were about the cause, a few wondered about the man behind it and what he would think about all this.
He didn't want this. He was having fun at his bachelor party. He didn't want to see any of this happen. I mean, he don't want to see his wife in jail right now. He's supposed to be married, what, a year and a half already by now? He didn't want none of this.
I think Sean would look down today and be proud that we will not let his name go in vain, and that people are willing to make this kind of sacrifice to make sure that his death is not in vain.
The protesters arrested were released Wednesday evening. Even well after those arrested were taken into custody, protesters continued to rally into the night. Sharpton promises this is just one of several very public demonstrations calling for federal intervention into the Sean Bell verdict. Bonnie Ghosh, The Associated Press, New York.